In this video, we're going to talk about the use of a folding knife in an active shooter situation. Hi guys, Paul from Warrior Tactical Systems. In this video, we want to discuss another practical application of the folding knife in an active shooter situation. I've been sitting in doctors' offices several times where you couldn't carry your gun in there, and I'm sitting there in the office and I'm thinking, well, this is a victim zone for one. I'm not allowed to carry my gun. And what would I do if there was an active shooter situation right now? I start hearing gunshots down the hall, and I almost always have my folding knife, unless I'm not legally allowed to carry it for some reason where I'm at. I always at least have a knife. So that's what we're going to kind of look at here is, I'm in a place where I can't carry my gun, and I hear those gunshots, and I got to take action. So first off, a knife isn't a good tool to fight against a gun. So if you can escape, that's always your first priority. Get out of there if it's safe to do so. If you can barricade, then do that. Barricade the door where they couldn't possibly get through it, and stay out of the line of fire in case they shoot through it. But if you can't do either one of those, as is often the case, then this is an option: setting up on a corner with your knife. Now, if you turn the lights off, leave the door shut, and hide, maybe they'll go by. But I still want to be prepared in case they don't. Rather than just hide under a desk and hope they don't find me, I'd rather set up somewhere where I can take action to disarm them or to use my knife if necessary. All right. So what we want is a narrow hallway, if at all possible. Okay. If it's too wide here, too wide an opening for whatever reason, or hallway or opening, I should say, if I just set up on an open corner on a wide hallway, he could be 4 or 5 feet across the hall from me, and I have to charge him. I may get there first, I may not. I may eat some rounds along the way. So, not an ideal situation. If I can set up inside of a narrow door and set up on that corner, then I have the best chance of getting to them quickly before they have a chance to react. So this is a little wide, but we're just going to use this corner as an example of how to set up. So what I want to do, I'm here on my corner, okay, and we're just going to use the basic principle, but if you had a door, it'd be shut, and I want to be in a position where I can see as soon as they open that door. Okay, I want to set up where my eye is on the apex of this corner. I'm going to be using my eye that's farthest out here, and I want to keep everything behind that eye. That should be the farthest thing sticking out from this corner. Okay, so I don't want to have my arm out here and be looking with my eye, because they're going to see my hand first. Very likely this person is untrained, they're alone, and they're just walking around overconfident, blasting people, enjoying themselves. So that person is a little bit easier to deal with. We don't want to always rely on that, because it could be a trained terrorist cell that's doing it. But in general, they're going to be overconfident. They have the guns and they're walking around doing their thing. So again, I want to set up. I want to have my eye leading everything, and anything that comes past this corner, my eye should see it before they see me. That's the main principle that we're looking at. Okay. Now, keep in mind that if there were an object right here at this corner, and I was actually using this apex of the corner to look around, then I would be further back because that object's there. That would put me at a disadvantage because of that gap. And that's where you can look at grabbing something to throw. Whatever you can pick up to throw in their face to cause a distraction, a flinch, a reaction of some kind while you charge and close that distance. I know I've been in a lot of places where there's a counter here or something like that, and that puts me away from the door. Just something to be aware of. Okay, but again, the basic principle, I'm going to sit up on that corner, and I'm going to be looking up and down for anything to come across there. A lot of times that will be the gun. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, so let's get an idea of what we can do if the gun comes to us. Okay, so again, I set up on this corner. My eye is leading everything. I'm staying close to the corner as possible. I have my knife in a reverse grip in this example. Doesn't have to be, but I think it's good for this application. Okay, nothing is out past my eye. Now, I'm going to have Nick come slowly with his rifle. Now, again, we've cleared this rifle, double checked it. Trigger's dead, safety's on. Okay, come slowly with that rifle and stop when I tell you to stop. Okay, alright, move back. Move back. Alright, right there. Okay, I have the muzzle of his rifle right now. Okay, it's come across my visual plane. Can you see me at all, Nick?
No.
Alright, so he can't see me, but I can see him. So as he comes slowly through, okay, I can see that barrel. That's my opportunity to attack here. Okay, if I can cut the hand in some way, that's a great start. I want to redirect that muzzle, and then I'm going to attack. Okay, this is deadly force now, so I'm trying to kill him here. Neck, the face, the chest, all very good targets. And this would just be a repetitive stabbing with plenty of forward pressure. I don't want him stepping back. Okay, step back and pull your gun to orient toward me and orient the muzzle toward me. Now he could shoot me from here, okay, because I've allowed him that distance. If I stay right on top of him and I'm in his face, he can't bring that rifle to bear. Okay? So, now think about this, guys. This isn't so much skill as will. Okay? You have to bring everything that you have to the fight here. You're going to be stabbing another human being is a pretty horrendous thing to do. But in this situation, it's more than justified. So, just make sure you understand that it's the mind that's going to lead this. It's not a technique thing. You don't have to have anything fancy. It's just going to be attack, attack, attack. Okay? Now, let's look at the same principle with the pistol. Okay? So go ahead and drop that down. Now, if he has a handgun, it's slightly more difficult because this is easier to turn and come to bear at me. Keep in mind also, when it comes to mindset, in this encounter I may be shot. Okay? If I get shot, I need to keep going. I'm not going to fall over and die, and he's not going to fall over and die from even 10 stabs necessarily. It may take a little bit. He's going to have to bleed out. He's got adrenaline going too. I'm going to have to redirect that thing, and I'm going to have to keep attacking until he's no longer a threat. Okay? So same principle here. I set up my eyes on the corner. I'm close to it as possible. Okay? He's coming around. Come slow. So I can see, there, hold, and I can see his entire hands at this point. Okay? Can you see me at all?
No.
No. Okay. So I've got that advantage of I know he's here. He doesn't know I'm here. As he comes forward, okay. Again, I'm redirecting that muzzle. Okay. Attacking those hands, and I get a hold of whatever I can. Doesn't really matter. All right. If I don't get this cut here, that's fine. If you end up just grabbing straight to the gun, that's fine. But again, I want to attack with forward pressure, and I've got to get in close because he can turn this. Step back and pull the gun away. Pull it so it's oriented toward me. Okay, he can pull the gun. As soon as he pulls it back, it orients it straight to me, and he can fire right from there at least one round. Okay. If I have my hand on the gun tight, he fires that one round. It's not going to cycle anymore after that. Okay, because I've killed it at this point. So he's going to have to perform an immediate action drill before he can get that gun firing again. I may be hit. Okay. Now I don't want to let that happen. I don't want him to step back and pull that gun. I want to jam and keep going forward with plenty of forward pressure. Okay. I will be running through him. If he falls down, I'm going to go down with him and keep on sticking him. Okay. Redirecting that muzzle. If I grab the wrist initially, that's fine too. I get it out of the way. I start attacking. Okay. I want to try to be aware of that gun and where it's at. If I grab his hand here, you can see I'm right behind the slide. When he fires, that gun won't cycle either. It'll hit and it won't pick up the next round if I'm close. If I'm back here, it might not. It might still function. So I have to be aware of that. But again, it's just simple. Keep going. Stick him as many times as it takes. Okay, so there's many configurations the person could walk with the gun or come around the corner with the gun. Could have it under their arm. Again, with the long gun, it's pretty easy. You redirect that barrel. With a handgun, or even a long gun, they could have it down at their side as well. I still see them first though. Okay, if I set up properly with my eye here on this corner, okay, and nothing else beyond that. Nick, walk slowly up with your hand down at your side. Okay, stop. All right, I have his arm right now. Okay, a good part of his arm. Can you see me at all from where you're at?
No.
Okay, so again, I have that advantage. All right, I'm going to be acting. He's going to be reacting. So I'm here close, he keeps coming. Okay, I want to attack and just go forward. Again, I'm going to be going full speed power, running through him, sticking. I'm looking for that gun because I've heard gunshots. That's what we're looking at here, an active shooter situation. If I don't find that gun when I come around a corner, I want to be aware this might not be the shooter. This might be, a person just walking through. But I'm looking for that gun, and I'm looking to attack and control that limb any way I can. Okay. If it's on the far side of his hand, switch hands, you know, it's a lot farther to go, okay? But this is what I got. If I have an object to throw at him, I'm going to do that. He may be coming through a doorway right here, and as soon as I can, I want to attack that opening. Again, be aware that if there was a door right here, I would want to be aware on the side where it opens on a good angle to attack. Okay guys, so you know, it's great to learn complex knife versus knife drills, flow drills, that sort of thing. They're a lot of fun. They build a lot of attributes, and they're functional for, you know, certain things, knife versus knife. But this is, again, another practical use of the knife, the things that you're likely to run into. Multiple opponents, active shooters, various types of weapons. We have to be prepared for that sort of thing. You know, if you can't carry a gun, at the very least, okay, stay bladed.